I will start with Tropic because Tropic Square, we are a group of engineers and started the company, so definitely getting the name for the entity was a tough task. So let's be clear. Tropic is really important topic for us. We put it to the name to have our vision because Tropic means truly open IC. And this is what we are working on. Basically, we want to build the alternative to closed source designs where you can't audit and being able to see what were the design decisions, what motivated these decisions, and honestly, what is the limitation of security in that current implementation? Because I will not tell you that there is something like absolute security or trust us, it's perfectly secure. No, we want to tell you what are the limits of the technology, what we did on the testing, and how we know what the limits are, and make you aware of that. Because in the end, we're building on top of existing stuff, and yeah, there are some certain limitations coming from the physics. So if there is the most important message, apart from award-winning TROPIC01, I would just stay with these slides. Because we are new here, we are new in the market, and we really need to let people know that there is an alternative. And this is really the truly open IC, our solution, which we are really working on very, very intensively. So Tropic Square was funded in 2020, so we will turn, I think, 5 years next week. We are based in Prague, Czech Republic, and really our focus is fabless semiconductor security, so we're building the ASIC and we want to sell the ASIC. So that's why we're looking for the target markets and supporting our customers to implement better security for their end users and to protect their customers, their businesses, and so on. We did not start the company to be yet another closed source vendor, and even not being just semiconductor vendor because we think it's cool. But there is a bit of history coming back to the Bitcoin hardware wallet, which is, by the way, industry also funded back in Czech Republic. And guys behind the company called Satoshi Labs, they were solving the problem how to make the Bitcoin hardware wallet secure. And they had a perfect solution at the level of open source software, where all these aspects of auditability, transparency really help with improving the security. But there was a problem with the hardware which is running at. So back in the day, they solved critical problem not being on the online environment, which been hacked very frequently. So they created a magic embedded device called hardware wallet. And this device worked very well for the initial problem they had. Not be on the online market, being somewhere offline. But later, as the implementation was done on the regular chips, there were some attacks coming in and glitching and simple stuff. And all this story about not documented features from the chip and things which you basically blind, you can't know what you don't know, and the vendor is not going to help you in this extent. So there was story to try to find a solution with established vendors, but long story short, we end up building our own company to addressing this challenge. So we believe that the chips industry default mode of operation is really security by obscurity, and clearly it's not enough. The chips are having hidden vulnerabilities and hidden backdoors, undocumented features, which are really putting down the quality of the products in the end on the market. And building secure auditable chips without the needs of the NDA to get access to the implementation data, and empowering the end users for doing their own due diligence and verification, or doing it with help of the community, independent expert and security advisors, can really help to create a new ecosystem, which will be what we call the auditable chips and auditable security.